I swapped corporate burnout and sky-high rent in the States for chaotic streets, mango mania, and soulful long lives in India, and never looked back. 1 minute, I was stuck in traffic, debating whether $19 avocado toast was worth it. The next, I was barefoot in a Kerala temple, sipping chai stronger than my Wi-Fi back home. People thought I lost my mind. I think I finally found it. Because what started as a bold escape turned into the biggest upgrade of my life. And trust me, it wasn't just the food. India didn't just change my zip code. It changed my values, my pace, and my entire definition of success. Buckle up, because what you're about to hear might just make you rethink your passport stamp priorities. But before we dive in, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button and leave a comment. I subscribe. And I'll personally welcome you into the family. With that said, let's get started. Number 1. Why I jumped ship from the US. You ever feel like you're running on a treadmill that's on fire, and you're paying rent to use it? That was life in the US for me. Rent? A joke? Groceries? A gamble? Peace of mind? Extinct. And don't even get me started on the endless grind of trying to have it all. The 9 to 5 was turning into a 7 to 10. Corporate perks were just golden handcuffs. So, I did the unthinkable. I bailed. And I wasn't alone. People like Elliot Rosenberg, who you'd think would be building tech unicorns in San Francisco, were instead sipping lime sodas on a beach in Goa, talking about financial freedom and meaningful balance. He called the US unsustainable, and honestly, he was right. Inflation had become a full-blown lifestyle parasite, eating up joy, savings, and sanity. In India, though, my rent in Goa was less than my old Wi-Fi bill in Brooklyn. My expensive day out barely touched $20. That same cash in the US wouldn't get me past parking fees. In short, I stopped living to work, and finally started working to live. Number 2. First impressions, culture shock, and sensory overload. Landing in India felt like stepping into a movie scene directed by chaos, flavored by curry, and lit by 1,000 colors. You don't arrive in India, you collide with it. The moment I walked out of the airport, I was hit with what I call the 3S combo: spice, sound, soul. Street vendors shouting prices in 5 different languages, the aroma of sizzling samosas hijacking my senses, and auto rickshaws playing chicken with pedestrians like it's an Olympic sport. I was overstimulated, overwhelmed, and weirdly, already obsessed. Forget the buttoned-up silence of an American Whole Foods aisle. This was life on full volume. Sure, I missed my precious Whole30 snacks for about 5 minutes. But then came the masala dosa. And oh man, that dosa didn't just slap, it converted me. As William Russell aptly described it, India is a feast for the senses. And he wasn't exaggerating. It's raw, alive, unfiltered. No warning labels, no sterile packaging, just pure, pulsing humanity. And it hits you from every direction. If America was email, India was fireworks in your inbox. Number 3. Everyday life and cost of living wins. Now let's talk numbers, because nothing wakes up a Western brain like value. Rent? Cut in half. Utilities? Pennies on the dollar. I'm not kidding. What I used to spend on one overpriced sushi date in La now funds a full week of indulgent living in India. Rickshaw rides, daily chai, fresh groceries, and a beach sunset thrown in. And here's the kicker: domestic help. In the US, that's a luxury for the rich. In India, it's normal, affordable, humanizing. Hiring a cook or cleaner doesn't break the bank. It supports a local economy and gives you time back to, I don't know, breathe. Bright Tax and Mitrafac confirmed it with hard numbers. Costs are 60 to 70% lower across rent, food, transport, even schooling. The Economic Times profiled American families saving thousands every month, living well, and ditching the constant anxiety of bills. And let's not ignore the street food glow-up. Fine dining? Cute. But nothing beats a 40 rupee chot explosion or buttery pav bhaji that slaps harder than anything from a Michelin star menu. Flavor? 10 tenths. Cost? Practically a donation. Number 4. Building community, finding purpose. Look, it's one thing to escape the 9-to-5 rat race. It's another to actually find your people in the middle of the Mumbai madness or the quiet calm of Kerala. But that's exactly what thousands of Americans are doing. Between 60,000 to 70,000 have planted roots in India. Not just to visit, but to live, work, build, and belong. Kristen Fisher is a prime example. She didn't just move her family across the globe. She moved them into an entirely new way of thinking. No more Target runs and microwave dinners. Now it's Rangoli during festivals, learning to pronounce Bundi correctly at local markets, and showing up at community pujas like she's always been part of the neighborhood. Her words: "We came here for a different kind of purpose, something richer, something real." And India delivered. Number 5. Embracing transformation. Now, let's talk about mangoes. Yes, mangoes. For Kristen, they became more than just a fruit. They were her emotional lifeline. The taste, the tradition, the way the whole country gets obsessed during mango season. It symbolized joy, ritual, and a rhythm of life that was refreshingly different from the grind back in the States. And that was just the beginning. Her lifestyle didn't just adjust, it got a full cultural makeover. She started speaking Hindi like a local auntie at the Sabzi Mandi. Ditched burgers for dosas. Traded toilet paper for the good old jet spray, a rite of passage every expat eventually embraces. These weren't surface-level changes. They were signs of deep cultural immersion, a reinvention not just of lifestyle, but identity. Number 6. Reinvention and career wins. Then there's Elliot Rosenberg, who didn't just change his address, he flipped the script on the American dream altogether. In Go, he found what San Francisco couldn't offer: peace of mind, creative freedom, and a cost of living that doesn't punch you in the wallet every month. He built startups, learned Hindi like it was his superpower, and integrated so deeply into the community that locals started calling him Bhai. Meanwhile, back in Bengaluru, ex-Silicon Valley hotshot Punit Soni returned to India's tech capital and rekindled his drive in a workplace that thrives on jugaad, hustle, and chai breaks that fuel billion-dollar ideas. The lesson: reinvention isn't about running away, it's about running toward a life that fits who you really are. So, what started as a one-way ticket out of burnout turned into a passport to purpose. Whether it was swapping boardroom stress for Bollywood chaos, or learning to trade Whole Foods avocados for street-side samosas, every twist of the journey carved out a richer, more grounded life. These expats didn't just move, they transformed. They didn't escape America, they found India. And with that said, thanks for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. And until next time.